I would like to give a special shout out to Raven, Ashes, Jackson, and me for helping me with my first dungeon run on silver, and special thanks to Papu/Jadu, Annie, Fist, Sakayanagi for carrying me through the second run in gold server, which is going to be shown here. And in return, I gotta make a video of them. Legit, that's what they said. So if you're not familiar with dungeons, it's a PvE content for players to play in a group and achieve points by finishing it through teamwork. And this dungeon have 5 levels. If you finish it, you will get a chance to catch your own Victini, and if you happen to get 2.5 plus points, 2.5k plus point after the run, you'll get an item to convert baby XD001 into baby Lugia later on. So how do you get baby XD? Well, you better check out its respective quest. It's a different one. It's a totally different one. It was released like last year or something, yeah, which is, you know, far away. Let's start with the basic first. So if it is your first dungeon run, you would have to find all the star enemies amongst these floor and then proceed to knock them out so that you'll get Victini later. There's 7 in total, so make sure to keep an eye out for them. If you enter the dungeon again later on, all the star enemies that you already beat will not spawn, so you can actually save some time for later runs. Unfortunately though, you won't see any on the screen right now because my friends who are trying to help me at the moment already destroyed all the star enemies, so the spot won't be seen, but at least it's not difficult. I faith in you. Just remember that there are 7 of them. So for this first floor, there are actually 2 star enemies, one in the kitchen, which is going to be the center room, and one in the garden, which is going to be located to the right. And yeah, make sure that you bring suitable Pokemons to overcome all the battles you're gonna have to do as well. You can also see my friend's team on the screen, so I won't explain too much into it. There are just too many, tons of options that work. In the first level, you're gonna find the first hint randomized for everyone, so make sure to read those. For us, it was this one, quote, "The Guardian's favorite, mild lumberry in a creamy green sauce." So after verifying those, team members are gonna have to find the ingredient listed there from all the pot that have the hollows on it. I don't think that's only pot though. I could be wrong. Yeah, don't worry about me or anything. I'm just staying there, just below the team captain. He's putting in the ingredient after all the member collecting, finished collecting all of those, and then after he's done cooking, the team captain, well, I guess all of us is gonna have to fight the Guardian, which located to the left, and yeah, we have some Guardians and some minions we need to fight there. After defeating those, you can go back to the kitchen, and the door is gonna be open and move on to the next level. For the next level, the hint will come from the book in the middle of this library that contains both the password and location of the door that requires a password to open correctly. It's also randomized for everyone, so yes, just don't copy, just read your own. There's also, I believe there are 2 star enemies in this map as well. I think they are located to the top of the map. I mean, this map is basically like two library, but they kind of different, they kind of not, I don't know. Make sure that you found 2 here though. So there are 4 in total so far, 2 on the first level and 2 on the second one. So without clues, we have, quote, "The answer dwells lonely in the narrow path behind a pillar and left of the ladder." That means that the door is located behind the pillar and to the left of the ladder. I was able to find it immediately because during my first run the door was actually also there. But hey, at least I'm gonna be useful for once. Now the password. Each word from that hint above represents a number, except for these words such as the, in, a, and of, because they don't mean anything without context. For short, it's going to be a combination of numbers formed from all the other words, which is going to be answer, dwell, lonely, narrow, path, behind, pillar, left, and ladder. So in that particular order as well. So you have a chain of 9 numbers. To find out which word represent which number, team members have to check out all the shining books and also bookshelves. Just check anything that is shining right now around this library. So read them and you'll see a page number alongside a bunch of text that contains a capitalized word. For example, right? If you see this clue on the screen right now, you're gonna see on the screen right now, page 5, only a few were left to fight, but it wasn't right. What it means is that you can see that the capitalized word is left and it's page 5. That means the word left represents number 5. So keep doing that for all the other words, and eventually you'll get the password with the 9 numbers. After that, we'll go to the door we found based on the hint and enter the password there. It will open and you can now go to the same library but in an alternate dimension, I suppose. It's like the upside down or something. Then locate the staircase, the closest staircase after you enter the second library, and move on to the next level. So for the third level, the first step we need to do is to have 4 people standing next to 4 shining statues. To achieve that, we're gonna have one guy stay in the starting room who can control the steam lever, aka the red one, and one guy stay in the very first room on the left side who gets to control the electric lever. But you can actually see me there. I don't do anything. You can see me through maybe Sakayanage's screen, which is gonna be the 4th one, left to right, top to bottom on the screen right now. Yeah, you can see me right there, and he's hiding from the Crobat. He's also got his own statue. In screen number 2, you also have fists on the second statue, and now Jadoo is entering his own, and he's gonna find the 3rd one. And after the other 3 members found their way to the statue, by the help of the 2 guys controlling the levers. If you need anything, just inform the 2 guys that are controlling to deactivate those steam/electric barriers in front of them. After the 3 are standing next to the statue, the one from the starting room will also grab the nearest statue of his own, which is right below him. You can see on screen number 1 right there. He grabbed it, but now he got caught by a wild Pokemon. Wow, that's just wild. That is a little bit annoying thing about this quest, that wild Pokemon, after you defeating those, they can respawn after some times, and you can never kill those infinitely. If you can, then yeah, of course you're gonna kill those, but no, it's not how it works. If you stay put for a while, you can see on the screen they see a lot of wild Pokemons, because even if you stay put, there's gonna be something like launching at you. You're hugging a statue, right? Come on, you're hugging a statue. Now that we have all 4 members ready, all 4 of them have to click the statue at the same time for it to work. You can do this by using a simple countdown, I guess. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hopefully it works. No one is gonna get the lag or anything like that. Yeah, just please don't lag in this moment. Activate them at the same time, and after it's done, everyone will try to gather into the same center room, and make sure that no one is stuck. This part is actually quite complicated, so I'm just going to show you the full footage after we are done with the 4 statues, because during my first dungeon run, I actually got stuck here due to us not being able to make it through the barriers. You can also see that the 2 members on the right side made it back to the center by tracing backward. They're not moving forward. So the one, just came back where they came from, right? Not by moving forward. And the one in the bottom right, which is going to be Jadoo, on the 3rd screen right there, left to right, top to bottom, 3rd screen. He's actually gonna enter one of the room with a Gardevoir in there, and he touched the air lever once. I think that might be necessary. I don't know. I have an overview here, but I didn't see it clearly, and I'm also just idling, holding on to the lightning, the electric barriers, so I don't see anything. But that might be it. I show you the full footage anyway, so it should be fine, right? There are also 1-star me here actually. It's near the table or something. I actually remember this one. So you got 5 by far, right? 2 on the first level, 2 on the second one, and 1 on this third one. So after that, you kind of move down and defeat these guardians as well. And you know, defeating guardians, battling, it's just Pokemon in a nutshell. It's never been hard for this battle, never been too hard at least. If you're a newbie and try to get Victini, yeah, maybe it's a little bit too hard, but yeah, we should be fine. And after defeating the guardians, you can see on the screen, on the 4th screen, Sakayanagi is taking on the Haxorus, which is, you know, he's gonna defeat it soon. It's not a problem. He's just number 1 on the ladder on silver right now. He's in gold just like me, because we are doing this dungeon. So after we're done with those, we also done with 3rd level, collected 5-star Mies, and now we on to the next. For this 4th level, you're gonna have to find a hint in this center room first. It's also randomized for every group, so yeah, make sure that you don't copy. So you can see on the first screen right now that Jadu found one. Quote, west sector, at least 2 blue levers, at least 2 lever on the west side, not the leftmost lever and not the rightmost lever. So these are clues. This means that the way to unlock the west sector of this level is by pulling the correct 3 levers given by this clue. There are actually 6 levers in this room. The number goes from 1 to 6, left to right, which I'm gonna show you on the screen right now. We mark it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 3 on the west side is gonna be in this order: 1 blue, 2 yellow. I think that's yellow. Not yellow, it's orange. And the 3rd one is going to be blue, the 4th one is going to be orange, the 5th one is going to be blue, and the 6th one is going to be yellow. No, orange, sorry. But yeah, make sure that you don't copy this though. It's going to be different for everyone, so make sure to figure it out your own. For our run in particular, we need to find the levers that fit all the criteria given above. So as you can see right here, our levers look like this. At least, let's read this first. At least 2 levers on the west side. That means we have 3 levers on the left side like this. We have to pick 2 out of those 3. So we read another clue. Not the leftmost lever. So that means lever number 1 is incorrect. So that means 2 and 3 are correct, because you need to pick 2 of the 3 on the west. So yeah, it's 2 and 3. And now we read furthermore, we have at least 2 blue levers. Since lever 2 and 3, there's only 1 blue among those, so we need to collect another blue. And that is gonna be immediately the 5th one, which is gonna be the blue one, because you can't grab anything else. It's just had to be blue. So 2, 3, and 5 is the correct combination. So after that, you're gonna have 3 people standing in front of lever 2, 3, and 5. Again, different for everyone, just don't copy it. You're gonna have a different number, but yeah, for us it was 2, 3, and 5, and we pull them at the same time, just like we did with the statue and stuff. Yeah, just time it, count down, everything works. And now that we are done with this, the west sector is going to be open, and a member will go there to find another hint that also contains a combination of levers to open, and this time the east sector is going to be open. I already explained the west sector part, so this one is no different. We'll skip this part. After succeeding with the second hint, we go to the east sector and move on to the last level, which requires more battling. You can actually find 1-star me here, so that's going to be the 6th one on the east sector. It's actually among the east sector like this, so one of the room on the very first top left, I think. Yeah, if I remember correctly. So that's gonna be your 6-star me. After getting those, we are ready for the last level. So for this last one, you can see on screen 1, 2, and 4 that they are entering the last level here. There's absolutely there's 1-star me left here. and I'm pretty sure you can find it. This map is not that complicated. We need to spot the 3 guardians to take them out first, then defeat the Shadow Zekrom. After that, 2 members will find Shadow, Kirin Black and White, 1 each, and go into the battle with them. And yeah, now I'm just gonna show you how it works. So first of all, they are finding the 3 guardians, which will be screen number 1, 2, and 3. The third one is Jadu just trying to help me out because I don't know the way, and also half of my my screen on the phone is kind of devastating. I don't see anything, it's kind of black, so I need someone to guide me. And also I'm recording, so I get the privilege of doing nothing. They're basically carrying right now. So you see right here, they're fighting the guardian on screen 1, 2, and 3. No, not 3, it's 4. So after defeating those, you're gonna see 1 person taking on the Zekrom, right? Yeah, the Zekrom on the second screen, and it's gonna be Fist. After defeating the Zekrom, there's one thing critical about this part. So after defeating Zekrom, you're gonna have Shadow Kirin Black and Shadow Kirin White appearing, 1 each. You need to send 2 members to make sure that they defeat both of these at the same time. So remember, time it right. It's basically like just the lever and the statue's mechanic up on the earlier levels. So yeah, as you can see on the screen right now, screen number 1 and 4, 2 guys are battling against the Kirims. So they inform each other. They're gonna say, hey, this Kirim is gonna die, it's last turn, so they defeat it in the same turn. And yeah, you need to make sure that it works. Just don't miss timing. I just said miss 3 times, come on man. After that, Shadow Victini will appear, and you needed to beat it 3 times. So make sure you have 3 members taking on this task. Well, someone is out of revive or something, like revival herb, all that stuff, and having weak Pokemon not suitable, then yeah, make sure you have the 3 correct one. So that's actually the last step, and you're now able to exit the dungeons after defeating the Shadow Victini 3 times, right, with 3 members. So after that, we're gonna go to the entrance. Nothing special there. They checking points, and you can now catch Victini in Crater Town inside the church, I think. But I think the house is located to the west side of the town, is on the staircase or something like that. So yeah, it was a nice run, and I couldn't have done it without all my friends. And also shout out to my first dungeon friends as well. They are pretty kind. So yeah, finally, if you got 2.5k points like us right here, we did get 3.5k actually, so it's a little bit overkill. You can now go to Crater Town storage, talk to an officer there, and he'll give you the time flute. I'm on my way to the storage right now. You're gonna see it. It's like the opposite of the dungeon. I mean, you actually enter it already before to find the evidence for the Victini quest. So yeah, you probably know where it is. Inside of it, it's gonna be an officer, and he'll give you the time flute. By using the time flute, your baby XD will turn into baby Lugia, and vice versa. That's it for this horrendous dungeon experience. Thanks again to all my friends who made this possible, and yeah, thank you all for watching.